Good morning. I'm here with another floss tube, and I might get distracted because the ice storm's here. Yeah, we didn't get snow, we got ice. A lot of ice. I'm in North Carolina. It looks like snow outside, but it is so not snow. It is all ice. And we've hit it lucky so far, knock on wood. We have not lost power or anything. So, we're lucky in that regard. I know other states has. I've got lots of family in the Mississippi, Tennessee area, some in Alabama. I'm hoping they all stay safe. I still remember the ice storm in Mississippi. We lived in Corinth, Mississippi. I worked in a factory making computers. I forget the name of the company. But they were refusing to let us go home. To the point that the police came in and shut down the factory. And so when I got home, I lived next door to my mom. And she watched my kids. And I got home and everybody was in my house. They all had moved into my house for the storm. The reasoning? A tree limb had fallen on their place and went through the roof right on top of my sister's bed. Yeah. We did lose power then. And this was 1990s, I think it was. And but I had a gas stove, so we were fine. But man, I was worried about this one. But it is not as bad as that one, thankfully. Knock on wood. So I got my drink. This is my floss tube. Season 6, episode 4. Each week will be a different episode. Okay, so reading wise, I listened more, read less digital and physical books. Yeah. I finished 2 digital books, 1 physical. Yeah, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 audio. And the reasoning for that is because I was definitely in the mood to stitch. I didn't want to stop and read. I wanted to listen to my books and I wanted to stitch, and that's what I did. I had a very good week. Now, 900 of these stitches were tint, but even if you, I count all my stitches as a stitch because it's 1 square gone off the pattern. And I'm not doing it for any groups. If I do it for groups, I do it, 2 stitches, 2 tint equals 1 stitch. But for my own, a tint stitch equals the same as a stitch. 8,000 stitches last week. That's a lot. And I had 2 new starts and 1 finish. The first new start was Doreen Jones. I can't decide if I want to keep it in there or in here. Doreen Jones Sunflower Sewing Pouch. And that's how far I got. I got 200 stitches. So that is it. I did have to frog out because this is on linen. I'm not very good with linen. But I'm hoping every month to get stitches in if I have time. I won't have time this week to work on this. But it is going down here for next month. Okay. So I got 200 stitches on it. Then, let's see, my birthstones and flowers, I got finished with the lightest color of the border all the way around. I can't show it. I'll put a picture here. It's already in the mail. I keep getting distracted because the birds outside are going crazy. We put all kinds of bird seed out for them. So, anyway, I did 900 on it. Moonlit Mountain Forest, I only got 700 in. And it was through here, so I'm just working up here. This is the Stitches So Beautiful challenge where I work on it weekly, and then I get a free pattern and into a drawing. So I will be working on that this week. The minimum I need to do is 500 tent. So we'll see if I get it or not. So the sunflower pouch was one new start. The other new start, because we're in a winter storm, and this is a whip I've been wanting to start for months, I decided I was going to start it. Yeah. And I was going to start it on 18 count navy Ada. And I was just going to do the other two colors. This pattern has 3 colors. And I was just going to do it on the other 2 colors on here and let the fabric be the 3rd color. I did not like how it was turning out. This is all of 2 rows. That's it. So, where did you go? Oh, here you are. I decided to do it on easy grid and do all 3 colors, stitching them. I was going to do it on 18 count, but the first easy grid fabric I picked up was the perfect size for it. So this is 28 count, and it's looking a lot better, I think. So this is 28 count easy grid. I just needed a piece of fabric that was 10 by 10, and this is 10.5 by 13, so perfect. And I did the first 200 stitches. I'm going to try and work on this some more this week. That I need frog. Then Elmo. Let's look at Elmo. I got 2,100 stitches on Elmo. I will be working on this until it's done this week. Yeah. Now I'm supposed to work on Moonlit Mountain Forest, 500 stitches. I will be doing that too. Also, on the 31st, I'm supposed to be working on Halloween Village Afghan. I'm hoping to have this done. I've got 5,000 stitches left. Yeah, and it's, this red's finally under 4,000. But I've got this and this. The eyes are done. I'm doing 2 strands of the color, then 2 strands of the red. 2 strands of this, and then I'll switch to the black until it's done. So there is Emma. I'm doing this for my granddaughter Piper. I'm making it into a pillow. I have to have it done this month for my sanity. Not any other reason, just for me. Now, the other whip that I worked on, and I got 3,900 stitches on it. I did a full color conversion on it, and that this is my blessing sampler for 2026, and it's Coffee Obsessed. I'll put the picture up, but yeah. We have more blues and grays and black in our house, so I did it more blues and grays. This part, the block part, was supposed to be yellow. I didn't want it. I wanted it to be more coffee looking. But these flowers remind me of honeysuckle, which grows wild on our fence out back. And I love how it turned out. So I'm hoping to frame it very soon. I'm pretty sure I've got a frame for it already. And then it's going over our coffee station. Yeah. So I got my first finish of 2026. And I love it. I love how it turned out. I don't think I used even one of the called for colors. I changed everything. I wanted richer colors. A lot of the colors were muted, and I wanted it to be richer. And I did it on 18 count white Ada. Yeah. So that's all my stitching, and that is why I've got a lot of stitches in. I couldn't put it down. I could not put it down, and that's okay. Now, for my reading, my TBR land, I still need to read 2 books because I did finish Bloodmark. So far, I finished Bloodmark, Metal Singer, We Who Will Die, and Eerie. I need to listen to Warrior Fae and The Place Where They Bury Your Heart. And then my TBR land game will be done. There. I did go by the free little library and drop off a book, and I found a book that I wanted. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I gotta get the sticker off. It's going to drive me batty. It's a well-loved copy, and I'm perfectly fine with that because it's free. I have read this one, but I want to reread it, and I listened to it. I want to read it, maybe do immersive read. So that was all of the haul for this week, and it was free. So I'm doing pretty good on that so far. But that is it. My plans: Elmo, Moonlit Mountain Forest, and Halloween Village Afghan. If I have any time left, I want to work on The Blizzard Witch by Raven Coven. That's that new start. And that is it for me this week. So it's not a long one. Let's see, the top book out of this last week. There's 2. Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. I do know how to talk most days. I gave it 4.5 stars. That's part of the Legacy series. It is awesome. I loved it. And then The Sirens, which is a standalone. And oh my God, that was good. That was really, really good. 4.5, 5-star. Yeah. And I think that's it think that's it. That's all I've got to say for today. I got to get busy because today I'm doing my planner setup for February. I'm going to change some things on how I do my reviews because I want to write my book reviews in here, and there's not a lot of room. So I'm thinking about just doing 3 on a page instead of 4 and going across, so I have room to write the review. I'm trying to write more reviews, period. So I gotta figure it out. I've got to figure it out. But that is it for today. If you've enjoyed seeing my progress, hit like and subscribe, and join me again next week.